Alrighty, hello there again. Um, this is something a little different because I got a comment in one of my videos and it was uh, taking me to task because I guess I've lost. Remember the Haemotrope, whatever, that little circular thing with the big skull. Well, I know I made a video and I can't find it now. Some of it got posted, but and it's finished, so I'm not sure what happened, but I got it finished, and it was and a pretty similar model. Um, Not a lot of things that were problematic. The one thing that's always going to be an issue is like these stacks, because you've got to really be careful about. I don't know, you might not be able to see, but like this one, it doesn't really come together perfectly, and you can get some filler in there. But like these two did real well. Uh, but like this, I don't know why, but it just didn't come in together real well. Because everything got sanded down real well. Uh, there was nothing, like in the way. It just like never came together. So I mean, you can fill that in. You can actually even fill those in completely. Put a, I don't know, piece of plastic or something over them, because they are. I mean, they're just holes. It's just weird. But I know we spent a lot of time going over, and I probably should still do some more work with the sanding stick, especially on the areas that are on the top where you'll actually, kind of see them as you're playing, just so you don't see a seam, or as little of amount of seam as possible, or a crack where you snipped the thing off, the connector. There's got to be a name for those things. I don't know what they are. They're just connectors. So, sorry about the music in the background there. I guess it's the dryer's done. So, yeah, like that. Well, it's nice and smooth, so it should be filled in pretty good. The only other thing you can do, don't put too much pressure on that. If you're going to hold it like this, is what I'll do is like, so you go in and scrape. So when there's a little bit of like plastic dust, not sawdust, ooh, that's not coming off. Come in with just a little bit of glue and just kind of go over that. That should help melt that glue in there and give you a flatter finish. But yeah, I think the only other piece like this is similar to the pipe, and it gets glued on, and it does have a bit of a seam. Let's see if I drop a little bit of glue in there. It's not gonna go away, but I'm actually kind of worried that could break off. That didn't glue too well in there. Let's see if we can drop a little bit more glue. But yeah, that's about all I'd do. Because you don't want to actually do away with the, because there is a join there. You don't want to make those flat, because there's an actual join there. It makes it look better if you can actually see a crack in there, because it's not like flat pieces. But got a little too much glue there. Let's see. Been painting, and I think, yeah, I put away all my modeling tools here, and I know I owe some modeling here. I think I'll finish off. This is just dried glue basically, got the avatars done, I just lost my video. Well, I didn't lose the video. Computer, we kept having power storms, and I just haven't gotten a powerful enough backup, battery backup, so it like lasts for a fraction of a second and then it just dies. So I kept losing all the work I was doing on the video editing, and I got really pissed. And I finished the heads without filming them because I was like, well, I'm never doing this again. But I'm actually doing it again. So what I think I might do now, before, because we've got more storms coming, I might go get, I don't think I have, I want to paint this gray, but I don't have gray spray paint. I only have black. I really actually would like to paint it gray, but I might just go spray paint it black. It should take 2 seconds because it's got a nice like finger hold here, so you don't even have to put it down when you're spray painting. So I think I might go do that and actually film a little bit more and show you how, because they're kind of hard to see. So if I back up a little bit, you can see a little bit the lines, but those should actually kind of go away a little bit for the most part after you get some of the priming, not a base coat, but I'm sure after priming and base coat, those lines won't be quite as noticeable. So yeah, why don't I go ahead, get my spray paint, coat this guy up, and let it dry for a few minutes and come back. Is that all right? So let's keep spray painting, not building. Yeah, not the best painting situation out there right now. It's really humid and pretty warm, and it's, I don't know, can't really see, but especially the raised areas, I mean, you can't see at all where there's a seam, and like there you can see a little bit of a crack in the, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of crack there, but like these areas here over the top, I mean, they've just gone invisible. You can't tell that that's two pieces. Outside of like seeing the shadow, I mean, you can tell like now that there's two pieces there. Much like the pyramids aren't 4-sided, they're 8-sided actually. You just barely see it with the light source coming from the side. Oops. Light source coming from the side. But like when you're looking at them, there's no crack, there's no nothing. That Krylon does a pretty good job. I'll probably hit it again, but not right now because it's about to let loose with some pretty good thunder and rain, lightning, all that good stuff. So yeah, sorry, I don't have a clue what happened with the rest of the Haemotrope videos, but this is my apology, and hopefully if you're putting yours together, really the tough part, I think I covered putting these two together. I remember seeing I had this thing like wrapped a dozen times with rubber bands to make sure that gets glued in. But yeah, so that was one of them, and I've got, if you remember some of the other terrain, like these pieces, I've got spray painted them white now, so they have their primer ready to go. And I also did, just as a kind of a contrast, I did some that are like tan, but it's taken like 10, 12 layers, because the Krylon, that stuff is black. It's really hard to get anything painted over that black. So it did take quite a few layers of, it's the flesh, something flesh, Rakarth flesh is what I used here. So that took quite a few layers, but and I've still got like the back side to go. I think I did one set with this Rakarth flesh, like sand, kind of color. And I did one set just straight up white. And I think I've got another set that I had bought years ago that I may try painting like a gray. And so then there's like 3 buildings. But yeah, so that's that for the Haemotrope. And again, sorry, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a new phone and I lost some stuff, and I think those videos probably got lost. But hopefully you had no trouble. If you have questions, just let me know. I do check the comments. So, but that's it. Thanks for watching and keep building and painting.